Well, hello. Konnichiwa. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I had finished with my model that I painted while waiting for you guys to vote. What the heck is this game? Oh, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you're friends with me on Facebook, I don't know. You'll just see me posting pictures about this going, hey, look, I'm painting. Look at that. But, yeah. I've had this kit for over 3 years. I built him when I lived in Washington, but I never painted him. Built him, got did the, filled in all the seam lines because they were crap. Except for two on the back, I forgot to do that. Right here on the back of the leg. You can see them, they're really ugly, but guess what? It's the back, so you can't see it. Yeah, I painted him. At first, I'll explain the process while you watch the process of me painting him. So this is Dynarobo from one of the Super Sentai series from 1983. I painted him. It's like 3 robots that go together. Apparently, this is the first Super Sentai series where the robots went together and formed a bigger robot. So everybody's all, yay! Yeah. I do not like painting yellow. I found that out while painting this. Yeah, so that's the guy. Welcome to the part of the program where I paint the Dynarobo. Here I am using my airbrush and my spray booth. I'm using an Iwata HPCS airbrush, the same I used in the last video. It's a great airbrush. I decided to use Tamiya paints on this model. Well, tried to use Tamiya paints. I'll discuss that later in the video, but here I'm using the Tamiya blue. I originally tried to brush this on, and it did not work out. So I stripped it and then started again with an airbrush. That's a part of the hobby, is you make mistakes and then you learn from them. I'm not very good at doing very large flat areas with a paintbrush. It just, unless maybe I do one thick coat and then it would look like crap because you'd see brush strokes all over it and it wouldn't come out smooth and nice looking, but probably would have got okay results. It would have just taken me forever, and already I took a long time on this model. Yeah. So here's where I'm going to paint the blue on the shield and then the blue on the handle of the sword for this guy. One thing I don't show in this video is I tried to do kind of a non-metallic metal with the sword. I used metallic paint, but I was just testing the waters. I had a black metal and a steel that I was using. It came out okay for my first time trying to do the shading right with it, but yeah. So that's the airbrush part. You can see the blue on my wet palette from when I was trying to brush paint him using the same piece of parchment paper, because why would I waste it? I could have used new. It's not like parchment paper is like ridiculously expensive, but I'm still using the sheets that were included in my Army Painter's wet palette. But here's, I'm throwing down some white on the parts that I'm going to do yellow, because I figured I need some white down over that blue to hopefully have the yellows pop. I learned later that it still didn't pop right with the paint. I ended up getting very angry at this because yellow is a horrible color to paint. I don't know why. But yeah, I threw down some white and decided to do this out of frame because I was trying a new angle. I was using my phone for this footage. I actually got a brand new camera to record. It records in 4K. The intro part and the outro part are both filmed with my new camera. It's a Canon PowerShot SX740HS. The one thing that sucks is it doesn't have a external mic input. So I use my phone with the mic that I have and I plug it in and I don't know. Tell me how the audio sounded on the other parts of the video. This I'm using some cheap USB mic. It's okay. I got some paint on the rim on the Tamiya bottle. That's one thing that really sucks. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the paint dry on the rim of a Tamiya bottle and you have to get a pair of pliers to rip that thing open, and it's scary because those are little glass bottles. And I'm painting the red parts, the helmet, and there's a stripe on the legs, and then there's a part on the shield. Doing all of this out of frame. My apologies. Really bad. Also, in this footage is mostly just the first layer. I just do the base coat and the sequential layers. I didn't film that because I don't think you guys want to see that. Maybe with the shading techniques, but from this angle, it'd be kind of pointless. Next time, it'll look better. I have the angle set up better with the new camera. Just stick with me here. I blame this all on Alex and Jake. It's all their fault. I'm just kidding. Those are two of my friends that I grew up with. Still talk to them. We're almost 40 years old, and I still have friends that I had in high school. It's pretty crazy stuff. Never know who you'll keep talking to in this life, right? Here I'm throwing down the yellow and looking at it and going, man, this is going to take so many layers. I ended up using some ink that I have, yellow ink, and that really helped me a lot. I went from the Tamiya yellow to some Army Painter yellow, some Vallejo yellow, and it was just so dull. I should have put more white down on the yellow parts to really get it. Probably been a lot faster. But after enough times, it started looking alright. You're not going to see it in this painting process because I suck at filming. I'm learning. I'll get better. I'll make better videos, and hopefully you enjoy them better. Or maybe you enjoy them like this. I don't know. Leave comments. Let me know how you like it, or if you don't like it. Here's where I'm painting some of the little black parts. Threw down the black paint. I've got the little tires. There's only 3 of them. There was 4 when I built the model many years ago. I ended up losing one of the tires, and my hobby desk was in my garage at the time, and there's no telling where that thing went. So I only have 3 tires here. But I think that's why I held off on actually doing this model for so long, was maybe I'll try to cast a new little tire. I don't have the materials for that, and maybe if I had a 3D printer, but then I'd have to learn how to make it on the computer and like CAD and stuff. I don't know how to use any of that stuff. I like to work with my hands. It would have been probably able to cast it if I bought the supplies, but one of those things. I just want to paint. Just want to build it, paint it, get it done. Be like, yeah. Sometimes I like to modify stuff, but usually I don't modify any of my models that much. The main thing I'll do is older models is try to remove the seam lines. Try to do that. Here I'm throwing a wash on it, and it kind of came out okay. Eventually I went and just kind of did the shading over the wash. The wash didn't help at all, and then I got some Tamiya panel liner for the panel lining and just use that. And it came out alright. I liked it. Had to spray down a gloss varnish before doing that, just to make it easier to clean off the overspill of the panel liner with a Q-tip and some enamel thinner. I used a Vallejo. I've got some airbrush ready gloss varnish and matte varnish. At the end of this, I threw down the matte varnish to give it, the matte look that you want whenever you build these robots. I just hope that you guys enjoyed watching me paint these models, even though majority of it was out of frame. Promise next time I'll have better views, or better angles, so you can see more of the process of me painting these miniatures and Gundams and whatever. I got some car kits. Maybe I'll do those, but that would mostly be just painting the body and polishing it to get it to look really nice and all that fun stuff. I prefer to use a little paintbrush to paint miniatures. It's a little more soothing. I'd say that's probably one of the best times I have with my hobbies is that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll show you me doing watch repair. Who wants to see a mechanical watch get put back together? It's a lot of fun. You can see my hand shake a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the painting footage. Now it's time to see my ugly mug. I know you guys have missed it. That guy is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the completeness of that guy. So for the winner, out of the other 4 models, 3, 4, 4, all of its funness, Nightcrawler one. Pretty much, he's my favorite. He was going to win anyway. But luckily, I had enough people vote for him. I'm going to be painting him with my brand new Raphael 8404 number 2 Kolinsky Sable brush. And it's funny because I was like, I think I want to get a 3 because I've got a 2 of this one and a 4 of this one. There's them. I wanted a 3, which for these guys would be an in-between. Because 4's too big, 2's too small. But guess what? The 2 is an in-between. It's like the number 3, so good thing I bought the 2. But yes, I should have that finished sometime. Maybe soon. 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is working. I might have another video that I put up in between. Also, got a new Gundam kit. I had the pleasure of working in an office with some Japanese nationals here in Japan, and they were very nice to me. I was awkward to them because that's all I am. But for a going away present, they bought me this. Which is very, very awesome of them. And then in return, I gave them a gift for letting me work with them. But yeah, I had the Tall Geese real grade on my desk, and they're like, you like Gundams? And I was like, I love Gundams. So I'll be building this guy. Should be good. Like, I guess I'll record that and post it for you guys, because why not? I don't know. Maybe something like that. I do have this guy that I need to do. The perfect grade on leash. I also have the other perfect grade of the RX-78 too.
that I could probably build, and then compare them and go, look, this one's cooler because this one's cool. Because the different colors of it, and it's like I don't have to paint the inner frame at all. But I do plan on painting the armor pieces, which is why I haven't finished it yet. Got these cool Mr. Color anime version colors that I was gonna do. It's like, yeah, I'll do those. Oh, it's like I'm gonna paint the armor pieces of the Perfect Grade Unleashed. That I was planning to do it with the original Perfect Grade, but who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. So feel free to like this video, comment, maybe stuff you want to see. I don't know. Tell me I suck. I don't care. It's all good.